Hi everyone, my name is Marina and I'm very happy to see you here on my YouTube channel. Today we have a preparation practice for front splits. Within this practice we will not be trying front splits, but we will work on flexibility through the front and through the back side of your legs. So this is a nearly 1 hour complete practice for your leg flexibility. It is good for all levels. If you're ready, let us begin. Let's start this practice in the tabletop position. So bring the hands underneath your shoulders, knees hip distance apart. We'll start moving through the back, cat and cow. So with the next inhale, soften the belly down, open through the chest, tailbone up. On the exhale, around the back, push the floor away, chin to chest. A few more times with your breathing. Inhale. Exhale. Every time looking for a deep arch through the spine. 2 more rounds. Inhale, keep the shoulders away from the ears. Exhale. Beautiful, come back to the neutral spine in the tabletop position. Extend your left leg back. Push the floor away, lift through the back of your chest up. With the next exhale, bring the knee as close to the forehead as possible as you round into your back. Exhale. Inhale, extend. 4 more times. Exhale. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale. Inhale, reach out. And one last time. Very good. Open through the hips and circle through the left knee forward. So lift up through the side as high as possible and then reach all the way forward towards the left tricep, towards the left elbow. Try to keep both of your shoulders facing forward, both of your elbows straight. Beautiful, the opposite way. So circling forward through the side and back, really moving into the hips. One last circle. Close the hips and bring it down. Let's try it on the other side. So reach your right leg back. Pull the stomach in. Lift through the chest up. Deep inhale as you lengthen. Exhale, knee towards the forehead. Inhale, extend. Exhale. And out. 3 more times. As you exhale, push the hands into the floor. And really try to round your back deeper. One last time. Beautiful. Open through the hips. Circle right knee through the side, forward and all the way back. Up, side, forward, extend the leg back. The opposite way, circle forward, side and back. These look like easy movements, but it really feels in the glutes and the hips. Very good, bring it down. Nice warm up. Walk your hands forward, spread the fingers wide. Tuck the toes, come up into your first downward facing dog. Take it easy, take it slow. In the beginning, you might choose to hold your knees bent and then softly walk the feet in place. Straighten one leg at a time and try to reach the heel as close to the floor as it is available. As you're moving in your downward facing dog, remember to press through the fingers into the floor. Lengthen through the back. Push the hips back and up. Very good. Just a few more times here. And then hold your downward facing dog. You can choose to fully straighten the legs, but make sure that it doesn't affect your back. So if you feel that your back begins to round, might be you will choose to bend the knees, melt the chest towards the thighs, and really finding this anterior pelvic tilt, a little bit untucking through the hips and lifting through the tailbone up. It will be hard to do that, but at least moving towards the neutral spine. Very good. One more deep breath. With the next inhale, walk the feet forward to the front of the mat. Exhale, fold forward. Relax your head down. Inhale, lift up to standing and lengthen. Exhale, take the hands to the heart center. Allow for a little time here to adjust as we come up into a standing position. Bring the hands onto the thighs, or might be you can choose to grab hold of your blocks or books, whatever you have available, and start to slowly walk the feet in place. Lifting up onto the toes, on one leg at a time. Might be bringing the hands to the blocks. If you want to fold a little bit deeper, choosing the appropriate level for you. Good. Beautiful. From here, squat down. The heels will lift off the floor. And with an exhale, straighten the legs. Might be keep the knees softly bent. And press the stomach and chest towards the thighs. Let's do it a few more times. Squat and fold. Squat and fold, stomach towards the legs. 5 more times. 1. Exhale as we fold. 3. 4. 5. Very good. Set the blocks aside. Step back to the front of the mat. With the next inhale, grow tall. Lift through the arms up, gaze up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway up, open through the chest forward. Exhale, step it back into the plank. Deep inhale, hold your plank. Exhale, knees down, slowly lowering. Inhale, lift up, cobra, just halfway up. Keep the shoulders down onto your back and feel that it's not your arms that are pushing you up into a back bend, but it's the strength of your back that is lifting you up. Release. Inhale, push yourself onto the hands and knees, tuck the toes, and come up into the downward facing dog. A few deep breaths here. Inhale, walk the feet forward to the front of the mat. Exhale, fold forward. Keep the knees softly bent. Inhale, lift up to standing and reach up. Exhale, hands to the heart center. Bring your feet hip distance apart. Soften the knees. Bring the hands, fingers interlaced behind your back. We'll be reaching all the way forward into the standing forward fold and then lifting halfway up. Pull the stomach in. Feel the awareness around the center of your body, around the abdominal muscles. A few more times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Very good. Exhale, fold forward, bend the knees. With the next inhale, bend the left knee. Come up, halfway up, and reach through the right arm all the way up towards the ceiling. Open through the chest. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, twist onto the other side. Reach through the left arm up and really lengthen through the crown of your head forward. Exhale, fold. A few more times. Inhale, twist over to the right. Exhale, down. Inhale, twist open to the left. Exhale, down. One last time. Inhale to the right. And exhale. Inhale on to the other side. And exhale, release. Roll up to standing one vertebra at a time. Slowly. Open through the chest. Lift up through the arms and lengthen. And exhale, hands to the heart. Deep breath. Very good. Let's come back to the front of the mat. We'll go through the modified sun salutations with the low kneeling lunge. With the next inhale, lift through the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, step the left foot back. Bring the left knee down. Inhale, lift through the arms up, look up to the fingertips. Exhale, hands to the floor. Inhale, left knee up, step back, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, lift up, cobra. Exhale, push yourself back and up. Downward facing dog. Here you can bring the knees down and step it through, or inhale, left leg up. Exhale, step it through and step farther forward. Bring the right knee down, untuck the toes. Inhale, lift through the arms up, look up. Exhale, hands to the floor, right knee up. Inhale, step forward, lengthen. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift up to standing. Exhale, hands to the heart. On the other side, inhale, lift up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, right foot back, knee to the floor. Inhale, lift through the arms up, chest up, hips down. Exhale, hands to the floor. Inhale, right knee up, step back, strong plank. Exhale, chaturanga as you lower down. Inhale, lift up, cobra. Exhale, push yourself back and up, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, step it through. Step farther forward. Bring the left knee down. Inhale, lift through the arms up. Exhale, hands to the floor. Inhale, step it forward, lengthen. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift up to standing. And a deep exhale, hands to the heart center. A few deep breaths. Slow it down. Observe how you feel. Stand tall with your chest wide open. Feel the energy radiating from the center of your body, from the core. Feeling strong, feeling healthy, feeling beautiful. With the next inhale, lift up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, step it back, lunge. Wiggle the feet, spread the toes on the floor. Really snuggle the feet into the mat for balance. With the next inhale, softly come up into the high lunge. Hands at the heart. We'll go for the 8 knee touch down, so softly bring the knee down and lift up. Pulling the navel in, very softly touching the knee to the floor. 4 more. 1, 2. Notice how your feet press into the mat for balance. 1 last time. Inhale, lift through the arms up. Exhale, bring the hands to the floor. Left knee down. Here, you might want to grab hold of the blocks. Sink the hips down. Open the chest up. And on the exhale, shift back into the half splits. Straighten your right leg. Flex the right foot. So actively pull the toes towards you. And try to bring your hips somewhere on top of the left knee. Reaching forward, feeling the stretch through the back of the right leg. A few more times. Inhale, shift forward, hips down, chest up. Exhale, half splits. With your breath, inhale forward. Exhale back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. 1 last time. Inhale, lots of stretch here through the front of the left hip. And exhale back. Hold it here for a moment. Trying to keep the back long, slightly pulling onto the right heel. Shift forwards, set the blocks aside, lift the left knee up, and now step it back into the plank. Let's go through a vinyasa. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, lift up, cobra, chest wide open, shoulders down. And exhale, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, step it through. If you stepped only here, take your foot and place it farther forward. Find a good distance between your feet. Your feet are on 2 separate tracks, so they are not crossing like this. It will be very hard for you to keep the balance. No, they are just like your hips. Each foot has its own place. Coming up into the high crescent lunge. Pull the navel in, chest open. Choose one gazing point ahead of you. Let's go for 8 knee touchdowns. 1, 2, slowly. 3, working into this back leg. 4, 5, 6, 2 more, 7, 8, very good. Inhale, lift through the arms up. Exhale, take your hands to the mat, to the blocks. Bring the right knee down. Sink the hips forward and down. Lift through the chest up, low kneeling lunge. And on the exhale, shift it back. Straighten the left leg as much as possible. Might be your knee will remain a little bent. Flex the foot, lengthen forward. And inhale, come back into the low kneeling lunge. A few more times with your breathing. Exhale, half splits. Inhale, forward and down. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. One last time, exhale, shift back into the half splits and hold it here. So might be the knees bent, might be you're just lengthening here. Wherever you feel the stretch through the back of the leg, that's it, just hold it there. Pull the toes actively towards you. Pull onto the heel towards the back of the mat. One more breath. Inhale, reach forward. Let's set the blocks aside. Tuck the right toes, lift the right knee up, step it back into the plank. Deep inhale, hold your plank, build the strength. Exhale, knees down, chaturanga. Inhale, lift up, cobra. Exhale, push yourself back and up. Downward facing dog. Here you might start noticing a little bit of a difference through the back of your legs compared to the very first downward facing dog of this practice. Hold it here. Inhale, walk the feet forward. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift up to standing. Exhale, hands to the heart. We're coming into the pyramid pose. So step your left foot back. Left toes are slightly turned out, but both of your hips are facing forward. Slightly squeeze the inner thighs, pull the tummy in. Start pressing the right foot into the floor. Bring the hands onto the hips. Inhale, lengthen up and start reaching forward. Whenever you start feeling enough of a stretch through the back of the right leg, hold it there. With every single inhale, try to find a little bit more of the length through the back as you're reaching forward through the crown of your head. Actively press the feet into the floor. From here, we'll try to find the cat and cow movement that we did in the beginning of the practice. Your balance will become a little bit harder, so you need to press through the feet and through the toes into the floor even more. Exhale, around the back, half lift. Inhale, cow position. We're trying to lift through the chest up and untuck the tailbone. A few more times. Exhale, round. Inhale, up. Exhale, around your back. Inhale, lift. One more time. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift. Very good. Grab hold of your blocks. Hands onto the blocks. And now start to slowly walk the feet in place like this. Bend the left knee. Straighten the right leg. Stick the booty out, lift through the chest up, and now bend the right knee. If available, as you straighten the right leg, try to press yourself a little closer to the right leg, and then bend the knee, lift halfway up. A few more times. Oh, might be coming a little close. Moving in the stretches alongside your breathing. Beautiful. Hold it here. From here, reach as close to the right leg as you can and lift all the way up. Might be hands a little higher. A little more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Soften the knees, step forward and roll up to standing. Very good. Let's change the sides. Step the right foot back. Right toes are slightly turned out, but both of your hips are facing forward ahead of you. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold forward. Find your breathing. Find the length through the back. Open through the chest forward. Pull the shoulders back. Beautiful cat and cow here. Press through the feet. Exhale, round the back. And inhale, lift through the chest up. Exhale, around. Inhale, up. Exhale. And inhale. One more time. Exhale. And inhale. Bring the hands onto the blocks. Bend the right knee. Stick the booty out. Lift through the chin up. Bend the left knee. Straighten the right leg. And just walking it out here. Looking for that extra stretch through the back of the left leg. Might be coming a little closer to the left leg as you straighten it. Straighten both of the legs. Bring your chest and stomach as close to the left thigh as possible and lift up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Soften the knees, step forward. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift up to standing, reach through the arms up, grow taller. Exhale, hands to the heart. Close your eyes and once again connect to your breathing. Beautiful. Slowly open the eyes. I'll set the blocks aside. Let's come into the wide-legged forward fold. So bring your feet wider apart, feet parallel. With the next inhale, lift through the arms up. Exhale, bring the hands onto the hips first and reach halfway forward. Lengthening forward through the crown of your head. And now I want you to observe, where exactly do you feel the weight through the feet? If you notice that you're somewhere in your heels, I encourage you to shift the weight forward into the toes. So really come into a point where you feel like, oh, you'll fall forward. Don't do that. Engage in the quads. So the moment you shift your weight into the toes, you feel that your quadriceps are engaging automatically just to stop you from falling. And that allows us to relax the hamstrings and stretch a little bit better. So find the length through the back. If it feels like a very good stretch for you here, just hold it here. If you want to go deeper, then might be take the hands either onto the blocks or all the way onto the floor. As we do this, make sure that you don't round your back, because like this you're taking all the stretch away from your hamstrings. It's better to untuck the tailbone, lift through the chest up and hold it here. I feel much more stretch in this position rather than in this position. Here I don't feel anything. I just feel the tension through my lower back. All right, so really, again, sticking the booty out, lifting through the chest up. As we fold forward deeper, we keep this anterior tilt. So we continue lifting through the tailbone up, maintaining this stretch through the hamstrings, and might be folding a little bit farther forward and down. Your hands can be on the floor, on the ankles. And sometimes we want to spread the legs really wide apart so that the head is touching down to the floor. You don't have to do that. Leave a little of a goal for yourself. So the floor is there, we are working towards the floor. We don't want to touch the floor and stop working. No, we always want to be reaching towards something, all right? So holding it here, 3 more breaths. Again, feel how the toes are grabbing onto the mat. 1, 2, 3. Before you come up, soften the knees and slowly roll up to standing. Very good. Step forward to the front of the mat. With the next inhale, lift up through the arms. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, step the left foot back. Beautiful. If your hands are easily reaching the floor, hold the hands on the floor. Otherwise, grab hold of your blocks. So we are coming into the rocking lunge. Hold your left straight. Lift the left knee up and away from the floor. And slightly rock yourself forward and back. A few more times here. Notice where you feel the stretch. Beautiful. Bring the left knee down. Bring both of your hands to the left of the right foot. We are coming into the lizard lunge. First, observe how you feel here with your hands on the floor. Try to soften the hips down towards the mat. Lift through the chest up. Beautiful. You can choose to stay here. If you want to go deeper, first grabbing hold of your blocks. You can place the blocks on a different height. And might be bringing the forearms onto the blocks. Notice how you feel here. Might be lowering down. Might be you can easily bring both of your elbows towards the floor and then hold it there. A few more breaths. We're trying to let go of all this tension, of all the resistance that we might be placing in our body, especially in the hips right here. We're trying to surrender, soften. I know it's very hard, but our intention is always there. Our intention to breathe, to be aware of how we feel, to let go of all the thoughts and just really be here in this moment within our body. Let's take 3 more breaths. Close your eyes. Come up onto your hands. Might be left hand higher on the block. We'll go for the quad stretch. If your knee feels sensitive, you might choose to place a blanket under your knee, but try to shift a little bit more weight forward. If you're here on top of your kneecap, then it will definitely a little hurt the knee. If you shift forward, then it feels much more comfortable. So lift the left foot up towards you and try to grab hold of the left foot with your right hand. Pull the left heel towards you and sink the hips down. You'll feel a lot of a stretch through the front of the left thigh. If you cannot easily grab hold of the foot, use the strap, or you can shift the weight forward onto the kneecap. Grab hold. Here is sensitive for my knee because I'm on a hard surface, and then shift the hips down. Very good. A little longer here. 1, breathe through the stretch. Lift through the chest up. 2, 3, pull the heel towards you. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, release. Bring both of your hands onto the blocks. Let's take the half splits once again. Might be let go of the blocks. Bring the hands to the floor. Actively flex the foot. Folding forward towards your right leg. Holding it here. Beautiful. Softly lift up. Tuck the left toes. Step it back into the plank. Deep inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, lift up, cobra. And exhale, back and up into the downward facing dog. Walk the feet out in place. If it feels good, if it feels necessary. With the next inhale, lift through the left leg up. Exhale, step it through. Beautiful. If necessary, bring the hands onto the blocks. Wiggle the left foot a little farther forward. Rocking forward and back. And trying to really hold your right leg active and strong. If you're sinking down, that you're not getting enough of a stretch that you can achieve through the front of the right leg, through your hip flexors. Just a few more times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bring the right knee down, untuck the toes, wiggle the left foot a little to the left side of the mat. Hold it here first. It might feel easier, it might feel a little bit more difficult on this side. Both sides of our body, they're different, they're unique. So we are truly accepting everything that we feel. There is no judgment. There are no expectations. Breathing through all the tightness. Releasing all of those unprocessed emotions that we are storing in the hips. So you might feel emotional here. Allow yourself be emotional. Allow yourself to open up, to be vulnerable, to feel it all, to breathe through all of those emotions. Really shifting away from the mind and into our feelings. Might be lowering down onto the forearms and holding it here just for a few more breaths. Let go of the tension that you might feel on your face. Relax your forehead, your eyebrows. Finding the strength within you to breathe through the stretch. Finding the strength to become soft. One more breath here. Well done. Come up onto your hands. Might be you will let go of the blocks. Might be you'll bring the block a little bit higher. Left hand comes to meet the right foot. And then we'll try to shift the hips forward and pull the right heel as close towards you as you can. Even for me, after so many years of practicing, it still feels like a lot of stretch. So if it feels intense to you, know that you are not alone. We all feel the same way. But this is a really, really good stretch. Sometimes when our hip flexors get very tight, because we are spending so much time in a seated position at a desk, on a chair, that our hip flexors become very weak and very tight. Our quadriceps are tight. So this will feel amazing afterwards. After you are able to hold it here for a little bit longer, it will help us improve the posture, especially in the future as we grow older. Relieve some low back pain. Good. Release. Frame the left foot with your hands. Shift back into the half splits just one more time. Folding forward. Might be you will choose to let go of the blocks. Bringing the hands onto the floor. Flex the left foot. Reaching through the chin forward. So as we hold the half splits, remember that you're not trying to bring your forehead towards the knee like this. Doesn't work. You're trying to bring the chin as close to the shin, as close towards the ankle as you can reach. So there is always a goal. Even if I can completely fold forward, there is always a goal for me to lengthen a little bit farther. Shift forward, tuck the toes, step back into the plank. Deep inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, lift up cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hold it here. Inhale, walk the feet forward. Exhale, fold forward. From here, make your way down onto the floor. Lowering down onto your back, onto the forearms. Lift through the chest up. Hug the right knee into the chest. Now straighten up. Flex the foot and slowly lower it down. Point the toes, bring the knee into the chest. Straighten up as much as possible. Might be you won't be able to fully straighten the leg. And bring it down. 5 more. Pull the knee into the chest. Straighten up. Use the strength of your quad. And lower it down. 4 more. Knee into the chest. Might be you're somewhere here, which is beautiful. And lower it down. 3 more. Slowly flex the foot, pull the toes towards the shin, lower down. One last time, knee into the chest, straighten the leg up through the heel, toes flexed, and lower it down. Very good. Let's change the sides. Pull the left knee into the chest, straighten it up, and lower it down. Pull the knee into the chest, straighten it up, flex the foot, and slowly lower down. Leg doesn't touch the floor. Beautiful. 3 more times. Doing great. One last time here. And release. Very good. Come up to seated. We're going for the seated forward fold. If you feel that when you fold forward, your back is rounding and you cannot really reach forward, so you're holding it somewhere here, and you're feeling more stretch in your lower back rather than in the hamstrings. And today we really want to focus on the hamstrings. So we bring the blanket like this behind us, and we'll sit up on the edge of a blanket. Once I lift my hips up, it's becoming easier for me to rotate through the hips and reach forward from my hips. So not reaching forward from somewhere of the middle of my back. No. Sticking the booty out, lifting through the tailbone back, and reaching with the stomach down, with the chest forward. Beautiful. Here I feel the stretch through my hamstrings. It doesn't matter to me how close to my legs I can reach today. I just want to stretch through the back of my legs. So we're sitting here. Might be, if it's not easy for you to grab hold of your toes, grab onto a towel, onto a scarf. It will be even better than a strap. And might be you're holding it here like this, pulling on the strap and really using it as a leverage to lift through the chest up. Your feet are actively flexed. Your toes are pulling strongly towards the shins. That allows us as well to switch on the quadriceps. And that will relax the hamstrings, so everything is connected. Good, hold it here a little longer. Again, remember, it's not your forehead reaching down towards the knees. I often see that people look to their stomach, so they're sitting and like, oh, what's happening? What's happening in my stomach? Nothing is happening there. Whenever you look to the stomach, you're rounding into your back, and that means you're not reaching forward. That means you are not doing the best that you can to stretch through the hamstrings in an efficient and effective way. So reach forward. I'm looking out of the window. Good, finding the length through the back. Just a few more breaths here. Slowly lift up. Whew. The hamstrings feel very stretched. Usually at the end of this practice, if I were to ask you, how do you feel? You'll tell me stretched out. Something like that, which is good, We'll lower on to the back and we'll go just for one more stretch. Grab hold of your strap, towel, scarf, anything that you can grab on. Keep the left knee bent, left foot on the floor. Strap over the right foot. That's it. Here we are. Nowhere else to go, holding it here, wherever you feel the stretch, through the back of the right leg. Actively flex the right foot towards you. If it's possible, then try to fully straighten the knee. If it feels like too much of a stretch, then keep the knee bent. Your back is fully on the floor. Your shoulders and your arms are as relaxed as possible. Close your eyes. Let's take just a few breaths here. You might feel that your leg is shaking a little bit. If you're really engaged in your quadriceps, if you're really trying to straighten the leg, that's fine. That means you're just tired. Release. Bring the right foot onto the floor. Take your time here. We'll finish on the other side. Left foot into the strap. Might be you're here today. Absolutely fine. This is a beautiful stretch. Even with the knee bent, if you feel the stretch through the back of the leg, then you're doing everything right. Soften the shoulders, soften the elbows. During this practice, you really don't want to push yourself too hard. This is not a strength practice. Here you want to take things easy. You want to be patient. It's much better to practice regularly within your range of flexibility, just step by step, breath by breath, then try to achieve some certain goal within one practice. We don't want injuries. We want to take it slow. If you're just beginning to stretch, if you've never stretched in your life, all of this might feel very intense, overwhelming, and that's how it's supposed to be. Be kind to your body. Be kind to your muscles. Release. Let go of the strap. Hold it here for a little bit. Hug the knees into the chest. Softly extend one leg down at a time. Might be wiggle the toes from side to side. Bend into one knee. Just trying to relax your legs. Extend your arms alongside your body, open the palms up. Deep breath here. Become as relaxed as possible. If you have time, I encourage you to stay in Shavasana a little bit longer. Enjoy how you feel. Relax as much as possible. Stay focused on your breathing. Thank you so much for joining me for this practice. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you on the mat soon again.